Either it's story time or a rhyme, but my time to tell you what's up, so you never know what's on my mind. So fuck the what?
Story time, motherfuckers. It's 2018. Yeah, and it's cold as a motherfucker. I have to actually turn on this damn car. It's actually cold as a motherfucker. So,
waiting for Perry.
I have recently moved to Houston. November 30th, I moved to Houston. And I work at a place that cooks food, right? That I cook food at. And I cook food at this place, correct? I don't like that song, but this is going to roll with this. And I cook food at this place, and there's always somebody that you notice, right? Correct? So I've been there about a week. I was there for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. Week and a half, 2 weeks. And I had been, kind of I had been flirting with this chick, and she had been a tease. She was like, yeah, I'm not going to give you none. And I was like, I don't care, nothing like that. If you're not going to give me none, I'm not going to sweat it. And her name, so it finally came time to the point to where she said, hey, I need some help, because I got to go check on my kids. And she lived like 8 minutes away from the house. 8 minutes away from where we work. So I said, okay.
Plain Jane.
Yeah, Lamborghini chain, recipes of my superior. Turn up for the... Night. So I take her to her crib, which is like 8 minutes down the road. And, she even asked me, she said, you gonna pull it out? And I was like, you want to see it? She's like, I'm not gonna comment. And then, I was like, you gonna tell somebody? She was like, no. So this is on the way to her house. And, I came back, and she came back from where she was. After she did what she had to do. And I started taking her back. And she goes, I think we should be just friends. And I had already pulled out my shit, my little dick, right? And I said, okay. So I grabbed her hand and put it on my shit. So I got a handy all the way to work. 2 days later, I get sick as shit. Not hospitalized, but I get sick. And it's a Monday. Because that was the day I had to work. It was Monday. And I was sick. It was like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks ago. How about that? And it was a Monday, and I was sick. So I got to go home early. And so I got to go home early. And she followed me outside. And, I said, we got 10 minutes. And we actually ended up smashing in the back of the car. In the back of the car for like 4 minutes. We tried 4 different positions in like 8 minutes, or even less than that. But nobody came, and it was kind of good, and it was just the thrill of it, right? So I took her back to work. We talked, we laughed, and then like a few more days go by, and we're having our little grin at work because we did what we did, and I was like, well, when you gonna let me hit it again? Now, this is a Saturday. I said, when you gonna let me hit it again? And she said, today? And she said, we're not smashing in your car. I said, okay. So I didn't even think we were gonna have sex. I thought she was just kidding. So she comes up to me and says, you know any hotels? There's a hotel. And I was like, are you serious? She said, you didn't think I was gonna smash in the car yet. So the shift ends, correct? The shift ends. And when the shift ends, when the shift ends, she gets in my car and we go to this hotel. the Royal Inn. And, you know, I drive up, you know, and I park the car, and it said no vacancies. It said no vacancies. So I go back and tell her, I said, there's no vacancies. And she said, okay, there's one more place we can try. And if not, then it's fate. No, we're not supposed to do it. So I go back into the place of the hotel, you know, where the front desk. And there was a motherfucking key. There was a motherfucking key in the slot. And it said room 209. So, fortune favors the bold. I grabbed that shit. Without paying for the room, I grabbed that shit. And I took it to her and I said, yo, there's a key. We should use. She said, something. I said, well, we already right here. So, I said, we already right here. And the room was right in front of us. Room 209 was right in front of us. Man, somebody had already used that shit. So we walk in, we shower up, and damn, we had some dynamic sex. That was the first time I actually seen a woman gush like that. Oh man, we were in that room for free. So I had one condom. We drove back to a gas station and got condoms. I got a Trojan pack, $6.30. Came back, or it was Magnum. Yeah, it was a Magnum pack, like $6. Anyway, so I came back, and then we did it some more. Yeah, we were meant to have sex. Me and that chick were meant to do it. We were meant to do it. And then, you know, we don't do it again for a little bit. And then she calls me over November, like a few days before Christmas, and we had some good stuff. And then November 31st, I mean, not November, I'm sorry, I said November, December. This all happened like this month, last month, okay? This all happened last month because I've only been in Houston for a month. I got here November 30th. All this happened in December. So, December, she calls me back over because I was like, man, you be acting funny, so you just keep it at work. So she calls me back over a couple, you know, like a few days later. We had some good stuff. And, so it was December 31st, a day before New Year's, she had called me over, and she had this jealous this ex-boyfriend that was trying to get back with her at the front door. And I was like, oh shit, that must be that nigga. So I walked straight up to the door. He's with him and his nigga. His nigga is at the lower half of the top steps, and he's at the top half at the door. And I had a box of 3-pack condoms. I had a pack of 3-pack condoms. They were colorful as fuck. And as I was going up the steps to her crib, the condom hit the middle platform right in front of them, and I picked that shit up. And I was like, oh damn, it's gonna be some drama. This nigga didn't say nothing, and I knocked on her door. No, and then she didn't pick up, so I called her, and I'm standing like right outside her door. I said, hey yo, shutty. You gonna let me in? She's like, well, I said, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. And so she opened the door. I walked straight in. This nigga stayed outside. And he's like, something, you was a hoe, and all that shit. So she was like, get out. This is taking place in the hood, in the projects. And she's like, well, you don't have nothing to offer, and he wears protection. You never wore protection. And he goes, you are a hoe. And so she's like, get out my door. He said, something. And he got some colorful condoms, huh? He trying to fuck. He coming over here to fuck, huh? And she was like, his dick is like this big. And she did like this. She said, his dick is like this big. And he was like, huh? What? And so she goes, his dick is like this big. And she did it again in front of him, me, and her, and his homeboy. And this nigga said, oh, damn, for real? That's what's up, nigga. He had to congratulate me because he was so fucking stunned. And then he took a beer bottle or whatever he had in his hand and hit the chick that I was smashing in the face. Now, I don't put myself in positions, but if that was my girlfriend or that happened in my house, that'd have been another situation. But I ended up giving her my BB gun, and I was like, go fire at that nigga. And she did. She came back, and now she still has my BB gun because fuck that fool. But long story short is, I was meant to get with this chick. Ass is so fat. Oh my God! Like a straight up music video. Like I had to make a video. I was meant to get with that chick. Wear rubber. And yeah, Happy New Year. More comics and Renegade I Am comics. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to drop that shit. Man. Yeah. So, Renegade I Am comics, signing the fuck out.